For today's property tour, we're at Oasis in Henderson, a Blue Heron community in the Sanctum model, over 6,500 square foot of interior living, 5 bedrooms, 6 baths, on a half-acre lot with a detached Casita, 462 square foot, and so many features that you're not going to want to miss in today's property tour. Starting the exterior of the property, we are at the entrance of the extended driveway with broken up concrete slabs with desert rock in between, where we are met with a motorized gate that brings you to the motor court, where there is a black reflective glass finish on the garage doors and access to the backyard over there. As you can tell, this is a pretty extended driveway. Now in front of me, you'll notice that there is stucco with 2 tones, the beige, the black, as well as these chains that actually work for rain. So when the rain comes down, it acts as a drain. So that's pretty cool. Now, moving this direction, there is a dirt path that actually wraps all along the perimeter of the property. To my right is a garden bed with hedges, as well as desert landscaping with an adequate amount of greenery with different types of trees and bushes. Now, coming up these steps right here, we're met with the covered patio. And this isn't a traditional covered patio because it is used with the architecture of the building. So once you walk up this step, it's covered by the exterior of the home. Right in front of me is an outdoor lounge space. Great decor with the spheres, as well as a water feature right up against this corner. And on the exterior of the home, there's 3 tones of paint, the black, the beige, and the white, as well as this ridged stone that is going to be all reoccurring throughout the home. There's also security cameras all along the perimeter. And for the front entrance, it's not your traditional pivot door that we typically see. It's actually a pocket slider. So let's move through the pocket slider and show you the rest of the home. So coming into the property, there is big tile slabs all throughout. And we are met with the entertainment wall with a linear gas fireplace, marble shelving, cove lighting underneath and above, as well as smooth drywall finish all the way up with the TV on the back wall. These are very high ceilings. There's windows above us and the pocket sliders on the first level for the natural lighting, as well as the indoor-outdoor living where fresh air breathes throughout the home, which is excellent. This L-shaped sectional couch with this incredible rug beneath, very well designed by Blue Heron. Now up against the back wall here is a pocket slider that all of these pocket sliders, except for the Casita, are completely motorized. So with the press of the button, you can actually close and open these, which is a nice feature that you want to see at a home of this caliber, because one thing that people always ask is if the pocket sliders are motorized, because sometimes they could be pretty heavy. But in the backyard, we'll touch more on that later. But as you could see, this is a biophilic design where Blue Heron loves to bring that outdoor Zen experience into the home. And there's actually studies done that is great for your mental health, the psychology, because we do better with outdoors integrated into our lives. So I love that they do that. Crestron system, so you can access all through your phone. And that brings us into the kitchen, where right here is the formal dining space. Up against this wall is your temperature controlled wine room, LED lighting strips on the inside with the smoked glass mirror as a finish. Now this direction, this is one of the coolest islands we've seen on the channel. There's a breakfast nook, ambient lighting below. This is made out of quartz, and it's a wonderful quartz because you have the gold and the dark swirls that go throughout it, as well as this edge right here, which is just good craftsmanship that they put a lot of detail into designing this island, as well as a cutout through the middle of it that biophilic design with lava rock and LED lighting that just adds that over the top finish that looks extremely well. Now, before we touch on the appliances and the cabinetry, in this direction, more shelving with the wood finish on the cabinets, and this is your walk-in pantry right here, which is pretty good size, as well as a door to the side yard leading into the backyard. Now, all of these cabinets are wrapped in this light wood finish with the dovetail handles, soft close finish, and the quartz is a reoccurring theme on the backsplash as well. This stainless steel vent is also wrapped in that same material that the cabinets are for that cohesive design, and a Wolf appliance 6-burner with a griddle, nice stainless steel sink, dishwasher, and up against this back wall, the double Wolf oven, microwave setup, and the panel ready fridge wrapped in the same material, industrial size. And I like on the back wall of the kitchen that it has the ambient lighting as well. Really cool feature. Now up above, recessed lighting in the VM1 signature ceiling, which a trademark Blue Heron does to give it a more modern, sleek design. That way the lighting and the air ducts are all in one spot and you don't have all of these different fixtures and spots on the ceiling. It makes it feel really well put together. On this wall is your wet bar with floating shelves and that smoked glass finish on the back wall that opens the room up. Now we are going to lead into the first primary of the home. There's 2 total, 1 upstairs, 1 downstairs. I'll see you in there. Down the hallway off of the back wall brings us into the primary bedroom. Solid gray door all throughout the home. Interior walls are level 5 smooth drywall finish with the multiple tones. Typically homes, you only see 2-tone paint. This has 3 to add the extra dimensions to it. Water room right here, bringing us into the bathroom, standalone tub, and that biophilic design Blue Heron signature where the lava rock has a cutout for that outdoor indoor experience. Up against this wall, double floating vanities, the same quartz we've seen in the kitchen, a makeup bar, a unique tile texture on this wall, and something unique is that right behind the vanities is solid glass, and throughout the middle and the sides is actually pass-through glass so that you could see into the primary bedroom, and it absolutely opens this room up. Moving into the rest of the bathroom, there is a fully glassed in shower with a shower head mount, 2 shower heads up against the back, and the hose attachment, as well as a seat and book match quartz that we see all throughout the home. Now, motorized shades all along the windows and the glass sliders throughout this whole home. I want to point that out because you can't always see it unless I mention it. But up against the back wall here is a glass slider that opens up to a covered space, lounge area, and a waterfall shower. That is a really cool feature, and it connects into the backyard. So before you come in, you could shower the chlorine off and then move through the wet area. Along this wall, instead of using block, they used wood. So you have the wood slats, and it feels like a botanical garden out here, and very zen-like with the lava rock all throughout the ground in the back here. Now, you'll notice this is a tray ceiling with the cove lighting, and there are cutouts in the walls where there's the glass finish with the ambient lighting as well, which is just a signature Blue Heron thing that is excellently done. This window right here is frosted for privacy, and that brings us into the walk-in closet. Plenty of space for shoes, a nice size island right here with that similar finish that we saw in the kitchen, all with this custom cabinetry. Tile along the walls as well as the drywall finish. This is a really adequate size primary closet for a 6,500 square foot home. Now we're gonna move into the actual bedroom, living space of the bedroom. So moving into the primary bedroom, there are 3 windows with the motorized shades that come down. Up against the back wall is your sliding glass door. There are plenty of windows for the natural lighting. And up against this wall is the entertainment wall with the linear gas fireplace, the quartz finish right here, as well as the ridged stonework that we've seen all throughout the home. Now, up against this wall is the wet bar, floating shelves, the smoked glass, as well as a refrigerator and a sink. So you could be enjoying cocktails, put up the coffee machine right here and enjoy it right from your primary bedroom. Now that wraps this up. We're gonna move to this extraordinary backyard. I'll see you out there. Quick interruption from this video. If you're thinking about buying or selling in Las Vegas, I would love to be your realtor and earn that job, which is very important. Now, I'm gonna pop my email up right here. Send me an email. I'd love to see how I can help you best. While I enjoy this incredible floor plan, you enjoy the rest of this video. From the primary into the backyard, desert rock, desert landscaping, and these rock slabs that isn't the traditional cement brings you all along the backyard. And there's natural grass as well as shaded cabana with the same rock finish and grouting right here instead of cement, which is pretty cool. And like I mentioned, you have that desert trail that wraps along the whole perimeter of the home where you can walk your dogs, pets, or just enjoy the luxury of your backyard, which is pretty nice. Right here is a above ground spa with black tiling that water falls over into the desert rock, as well as your T-shaped pool that is infinity edge. It gets pretty deep right here, and it is a very entertainment style backyard because it is center of the living spaces of the home, and from every window you notice your incredible backyard. But to my right is a covered area with your outdoor kitchenette, a gas fireplace, lounging furniture here with the bar style island setup that's double elevation with the black waterfall quartz. And behind here is a Lynx barbecue setup, mini fridge, as well as a sink. And you have an incredible view of the backyard into the interior living foyer as soon as you walk into the home, which is pretty cool. Now, this is the detached Casita, 462 square foot of interior living, currently being used as a game room, but this is flexible. You could turn it into a bedroom. You can keep it as a game room or even turn it into an incredible gym space where you could put your equipment and open up all of these into a pocket slider, so you have the indoor-outdoor living in here too. This right here is your closet space and a 3/4 bathroom with your vanity, this nice textured stone on the wall, two-tone with the flat tile, barn-style glass door, into your walk-in shower with the cutouts for your bathroom necessities. And back into the backyard, we'll notice this unique shaped pool, perfect for entertainment. And to my right is the beach entry with the lounge chairs, and it is zero edge. Over there is cementing and more lounging area for lounge chairs to enjoy the sun, as well as that desert landscaping on this half-acre lot in your backyard. Now that brings us to the other wing of the house on the downstairs. Let's go inside and take a look what that has to offer. Coming in from the backyard to the other wing of the house, this really brings to life the three-tone paint that I was talking about. The ceiling's white, the trim is beige, the back walls are this dark gray, and it adds such a dimension into the home. But this is the secondary living space inside of this house besides the foyer. Now, back wall, TV setup, speakers all throughout, central vacuuming, and like I said, all these pocket doors are motorized, which opens it up with a touch of a button. Now, moving into this space, they utilize this for a poker table, but up against this back wall, this is the indoor double elevation island with the bar setup, as well as a sink, an ice chest, and the refrigerator. This back wall is made out of that same ridge stone that we've seen all throughout the home and on the exterior, the LED lighting strip for the ambience, and floating shelves where you can store your drinks, glasses for entertaining. Now, back over here are the 2 bedrooms with ensuite. So I want to take you into there. Into this bedroom, this has the white and the dark gray finish on the level 5 smooth finish drywall. Great windows for the lighting. And coming into this shower setup, it's a 3/4 bath with tiling, the glass barn style door, floating vanity, a unique ridge stone, so every bathroom has a different variety, as well as a walk-in closet space that hasn't been built out, so you could put your own custom touch on it. That is the first ensuite bedroom downstairs, and now we're gonna move into the second one. In that bar space, the back wall, the ridge stone actually wraps around all the way into this bedroom. Similar size, windows for lighting, and a very similar 3/4 bathroom with the cutouts for the necessities. And this back tile accent wall is different than the other one with a unique finish on it, floating vanity, the lighting, and the horizontal mirror. So that wraps up the bedrooms downstairs. Inside of this home, I want to bring us over to the wall over here that pocket slides, opens up for the indoor-outdoor living, which actually brings you to a sunken fireplace lounge pit. Now, this is really well done. Black tiling along the pool and white tiling along the steps that match the flooring outdoors with the porcelain. And what's really nice is above us, it's completely covered. So this is a great spot to have that covered lounging space. There's 3 TVs up against the back wall, so while you're entertaining, you could be watching the show, the game, a sunken fireplace pit here, and built-in lounging all along the perimeter. And this pool, you could actually, it has the beach entry, so you could actually be walking along here if you wanted to. And you could even put more lounge chairs right there because it goes about 6 feet out and then it drops. So this is a really cool space. Now, up from the sunken fire pit lounge space, we are gonna go take a look at this floating staircase, black railing all along the metal features of the staircase, and a dark toned wood that blends really well with the colors in this home. The biophilic design, because the lava stone's here too, with the botanical features and those same sphere statues for the aesthetic design. And wrapped all the way up floor to ceiling is that stone, as well as some lighting for the steps, which is really cool. And to my right is the powder room, floating vanity, ramp sink with a zero edge drain, ribbed tiling with the cove lighting up above, as well as the smoke glass finish on this wall right here, which really opens this bathroom up and screams elegance. Now down this direction is the laundry room, and there's a 2 appliance setup right here, sink, shelving, counter space, and a quick look at the garage for the garage fans. This is 4 cars, tankless water heaters, super clean in here, industrial motorized openers, and it wraps around over here to the other bays, and there's central vacuuming inside throughout this whole home, which is really cool. Now we're gonna go upstairs, take the staircase, and I'll see you upstairs. Coming up the staircase to the 2nd level, the flooring's different. It's luxury vinyl plank all throughout with a lighter tone to it. And this wraps us to the upstairs spare bedroom. This spare bedroom is bigger than the ones downstairs. Wrapped around that corner is the walk-in closet, windows all along the perimeter for the lighting, and into this bathroom, 3/4 walk-in shower, tiling, unique backsplash along here that matches this wall, the floating vanity. And what's unique about this bathroom is that there's a separate door. So when you're entertaining upstairs, guests can use this and you can lock it from the primary. That way they have a bathroom, they don't have to trail all the way downstairs, but it gives you the separation for the guest or family member that's living up here so that it doesn't come into their room, which is a really nice feature. Now moving through, some of the best parts of the upstairs is this loft area. Has multiple uses. Right now it's also being used as a game room. You could put a sectional couch here and make it more cozy, but billiards table right here, big screen TV up against the back wall, as well as the black railing that we saw coming up the stairs, where you could look into the foyer of the home, into the kitchen, the dining room, and one of the main living spaces. There's picture-ready windows all on the perimeter for the natural lighting, not only upstairs, but also downstairs. So the lighting in this home is absolutely impeccable. Now, up against this back wall behind it, as you follow me down the hallway, is actually your balcony that is perfectly situated right off the upstairs primary. So it could be used as a private balcony or for guests when you're entertaining in the upstairs. There's a gas fireplace as well as lounging furniture, and just how you could look into the main entrance of the home from up here. You could look into the backyard and enjoy the sun, which is really cool because this backyard is east facing and the home is west facing. Now that wraps up the balcony, and we're gonna move into the last aspect of this home, which is the upstairs primary bedroom. This upstairs primary bedroom has the different flooring throughout it, so it has a different feel, as well as this entertainment wall with the LED gas fireplace, the quartz, the ridged stone. There also is the wet bar with a mini fridge and a sink, floating shelves, and the smoky glass finish that we've seen all throughout. This back wall has these high-level finish cushioning for the accent that blends extremely well with the bed frame inside of this primary bed, and that moves us into the bathroom. And this bathroom is unique because it doesn't have a tub, but has a really spacious walk-in shower with 2 shower heads right there, seating area, and detached floating vanities for the his and hers. Makeup bar right here, this above countertop bowl-like sink with the horizontal mirrors and a full wrapped mirror wall right there. And on this side is the separate vanity where it has the exact same design. And I love that the cabinets are the same all throughout the same home. So it's really cohesive, but they change all the different backsplashes and textures throughout the home in a very well done way. Now this is the walk-in closet that hasn't been built up. So it's completely up to your imagination in design, how you would like to finish this. And that wraps up the upstairs and the whole house. Thank you for watching today's property tour. Wherever you are in the world, I appreciate you, day or night. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, turn your notification bell, because 4 p.m. every Thursday, there's a new video all throughout Las Vegas and neighboring states. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.